You're looking at one of the most famous photographs ever taken. It's called Earthrise, and it was captured by astronaut Bill Anders way back in 1968 from the window of Apollo 8. It shows our home, our entire world, as this tiny, fragile marble just hanging in the void. For a lot of us, it's an image of pure beauty and hope, but for others, well, it can spark a very, very different feeling.
No, really. Take a second. What's your gut reaction? Is it just, wow? Or do you feel that crushing vastness, that absolute infinite blackness that surrounds our little blue ball? You know that feeling of standing on the edge of a cliff, looking down into an ocean with no bottom?
Because for so many people, looking out into the cosmos isn't inspiring at all. It's completely petrifying. Well, that feeling, it actually has a name, and it's a fear we are about to dive right into. That terror is called astrophobia, and you'd be surprised how many people feel it. It's that deep, unsettling feeling you get when you try to wrap your head around the sheer scale and emptiness of space. It's a fear of the void itself, and of course, everything that might be hiding within it. Now, pay close attention to that last part, the celestial bodies that inhabit it. See, this fear isn't just about the endless darkness. It's also about the massive, almost monstrous things that are lurking out there. And some of them are right in our own cosmic backyard.
That's right, even the planets we all learned about in school have a seriously dark side. Forget those friendly little diagrams from science class. Our solar system is home to some truly nightmarish worlds.
Let's start with Jupiter and Saturn. You can't even stand on them. There's no surface. If you were to fall in, you would just keep falling. Down and down through toxic, crushing gas until the pressure just completely obliterated you. And that famous Great Red Spot on Jupiter, that's not a feature, it's a storm. A single storm that's been raging for centuries and is big enough to swallow our planet twice over. Yeah, there's a reason people have nightmares about this stuff.
And then you've got Uranus and Neptune, way out in the cold. Their deep blue color is almost unnerving against the void. They're so impossibly far away they feel completely alien. And just to add to the strangeness, on both of these planets, it literally rains diamonds.
But all this terror has a flip side. This quote from astronaut Edgar Mitchell really gets at it. Seeing our tiny world from so far away gives you this incredible sense of perspective. It just highlights how fragile our home is and how small all of our problems really are in the grand scheme of things.
Okay, but our solar system, that's just the beginning. The stuff we've discovered out in deep space makes Jupiter look downright tame. The universe isn't just big, it is actively hostile and mind-bendingly weird. Take a look at these exoplanets. On the left is Gliese 436b. It's covered in ice, but its surface is almost 900 degrees Fahrenheit. How is that possible? Well, the immense gravity packs the water molecules so tightly they can't evaporate. The result is literal burning ice. And on the right, HD 189733b. It's a beautiful blue world where it rains molten glass, sideways, in winds that whip around at thousands of miles per hour.
Think Saturn's rings are a big deal? Well, meet exoplanet J1407b. Its ring system is 200 times larger than Saturn's. We're talking 150 million kilometers across. To put that into perspective for you, that is the exact distance from the Earth to the Sun. Our entire orbit around the Sun could fit inside these rings with room to spare.
66 billion. Just let that number sink in. That is the solar mass of TON 618, the biggest black hole we've ever found. That's not 66 billion tons, that's 66 billion times the mass of our entire Sun. This is a monster so enormous that you could fit 11 of our solar systems side by side inside of it.
And this is where it gets into pure cosmic horror. Because of something called time dilation, time itself would warp as you fell into a beast like that. For the few hours it would take for you to reach the center, billions and billions of years would pass for the rest of the universe. You would literally watch the future of all of reality flash before your eyes, right up until the very end of time itself.
So, okay, the universe is full of physical horrors. We get it. But what about the existential ones? We have all these planets, all this space, so you have to ask the question, where is everybody?
This question is known as the Fermi Paradox. The universe is almost 14 billion years old. There are trillions of planets that could probably support life. The odds alone suggest that intelligent life should be everywhere. And yet, when we point our telescopes out there and listen, all we hear is silence. Complete, total, deafening silence.
Here's one way to think about it. It's called the Kardashev scale. A Type 3 civilization would have mastered all the energy in its entire galaxy. They would basically be gods to us. We would absolutely see them, but we don't. And where are we on this scale? We're not even a Type 1 civilization yet. We're at about 0.73. Maybe intelligent life just doesn't make it that far.
But that silence, it hasn't stopped us from trying to say hello. The Voyager 1 spacecraft, launched in the 70s, carries this, the golden record. It is literally a message in a bottle, thrown into the cosmic ocean. It's a time capsule of who we are, filled with our music, our science, our languages, and our hope.
This message from President Carter is etched onto that record. And it's so incredibly hopeful, but it's also deeply eerie, isn't it? We sent a map that points directly to our tiny, fragile home out into the great unknown, with no idea who or what might find it. What if the message is for no one at all?
All of this, the giant monsters, the insane scale, the profound loneliness, it can be absolutely terrifying. But what if astrophobia isn't just some irrational fear? What if it's actually something much, much deeper?
Maybe the fear of space is actually one of the most rational fears we have. Think about it. It's a direct confrontation with the biggest, most fundamental questions of our existence. It's the fear of the great unknown, made real by the cosmos itself. Look at this. This is a real image from the James Webb Space Telescope. Now, scientists think it's probably two distant galaxies merging, but it looks exactly like a giant question mark, doesn't it? I can't think of a better symbol for our relationship with space. It's just a never-ending series of questions. And that really brings us to this final thought from the great Carl Sagan. The fear and the wonder, they're really two sides of the same coin. The terror we feel when we look up at the unknown is the very same force that fuels our boundless curiosity to explore it. The universe is out there, waiting. And it's up to us to keep asking the questions.